Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sinesipho Sawuti. Please hit that subscribe button below and join. And if you're a returning subscriber, hey, welcome back and thank you so much for your support. So for today's video, it's a little something different. I'm here to confess. I'm here to tell you guys a huge life update. I am alone, and I'm gonna tell you how and what the hell happened. So stay tuned. Please do hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. So guys, I know, crazy business. I'm gonna make this video as short as I can. Crazy business, but yeah, I am a parent. I am a mom now. This all happened very unexpected, like very unexpected, but all I can say is literally the best thing that's ever happened to me. I have a beautiful baby girl, and yeah, it took a lot to get to this point, but I'm gonna tell you how. So basically, I found out I was pregnant like so late in my pregnancy, like so late, and the person I felt pregnant with is literally an ex-partner, but the crazy story is that this was basically like a cryptic pregnancy. Like, guys, everything was rocking normally. Like, I literally didn't get any symptoms. I didn't get any, like, how can I put it? I didn't have any signs basically until I think the end of the second trimester. Then I started noticing like some changes, like getting very sleepy, getting more, my feet were like swelling, but I thought it was because of the work I was doing at the time, because I was working. But guys, it was so crazy. I found out literally February of this year, and by that time I was already how far along? I think 7 months far along. I found out like I am pregnant. Hey, like I am deep within, like there's no turning back basically. Yeah, guys, it was a lot. I didn't even know where to start. I didn't even know where to start with telling the dad. I didn't know where to start with telling my mom, my family. I didn't know where to start with what I was gonna do, because I had only worked like temporarily last year. So I was like, I don't even have a job. I'm still wanting to continue with school. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do with a baby? So it was a lot, guys. It was a lot. But one thing I can say is it took a long time to tell my mom, because I was scared. I was like, what if I get kicked out, guys? What if I end up on the street? Imagine seeing this face on the street being like, hungry. Like, guys, it was very tough. I'm not gonna lie. Mentally, it was very tough. But yeah, firstly, telling the dad, imagine telling your ex-partner that you're pregnant with this kid. Yeah, like it was a trip. But like, I think it also took time for him to accept, because it's just like, how the fuck, girl? How the hell that happened? When was the last time I saw you? Like, girl. So it was quite crazy, but he was like, you know what, I know this is a lot, and I'm processing it, and wow, but okay, I'm gonna be here for you. And I was like, thank you, like, thank you. I really appreciate that. Like, I know now it's not gonna be easy to process it, and it's a lot to take in, but I really appreciate you, like, stepping up. Sharp, that got out of the way. Now telling my mom, telling your black parent that you are pregnant at the age of 23. Yeah. So guys, I think it took me so long to tell my mom, like, especially to tell her that like this baby's coming soon. Listen, it was a trip and a half. So I literally sat her down and I was like, listen, this is the story. I was with this person, this happened. I didn't think anything of it because things were regular until I went to the clinic and they told me, you're pregnant. And yeah, that's the situation. And she was like, what the fuck? Like, she had a little freak out moment. She wasn't angry, but she had a little freak out moment. And I was just like, yo. Like, a relief went off my shoulders, but at the same time, I'm like, yo, I'm not going to be looked at the same now. Like, I have a person inside of me. Like, especially the method of having a kid. So she's just thinking, oh my God, like, you had sexy. Like, you had the manyalas. Like, you did the things. Okay. She was just like, you know what? Yeah, it is late for anything, but a child is a blessing, and you just have to take responsibility as long as you know why your life changes from now on. And I was just like, yeah, definitely something I've come to terms with. But guys, I wasn't myself freaking out as well, I guess. Like, yeah, it was scary, but I don't know, some part of me just felt like things are really gonna be okay. Also, I've been like building a closer connection with God, and I was just like praying about it all the time, also consulting some of my friends about it, like, what the fudge do I do? Like, but things really came together. Let me say, things really came together, and I don't regret having her, like, one bit. Like, she's the love of my life, that one. But now to the story of birthing, me actually experiencing the pregnancy. Fudge sickles, listen, that thing is not easy, yo. Because I basically experienced mainly the third trimester more than like the other trimesters. Like I said, I never got any morning sicknesses. I did get cravings and stuff, but let me tell you, that third trimester, that last push, the 7, 8, 9 months, or mostly 8 to 9. Whoa, that shit spun me up and flung me high into the air, and I fell splat onto the floor. My tiredness was on 100. Like, I was sleeping all the time. I ate, I slept. I washed, I went to sleep. If I wasn't sleeping, I was eating. If I wasn't eating, I was sleeping. Like, that's why it was even hard to do content. It was even hard to do anything. Like, my clothes were not fitting. I was so big. Like, yeah, I felt a bit body conscious, but I didn't let my mind go there, because I know I was gonna get myself into a deep dark spiral. And guess what? One thing I don't want is to activate depression for a pregnancy. My hormones were a lot as well. Like, my anger, my hurt, I was very sad as well. Let me not say like I didn't experience depression, but like I did have my very dark days. And like I said, guys, prayer and my support system got me through. I don't know where I would be without God, and I don't know where I would be without my family and like my friends. Because sana bendigoa I planned to go study this year to do my honors, and the school that I had applied to just switched up on me last minute. We didn't have space, sorry. So my hands were up in the air. I was like, what the hell am I going to do this year? And Sana, God said, you are going to do child. You are going to do a child. That's what you're going to do this year. The trimester was a bit rocky, but definitely got better. Let me say one thing. My skin, honey, 2p. 2 fucking p. My skin was incredible. I didn't have a single inch slither of pimple, acne, whatever. Like, my skin had already been getting better, but listen, pregnancy pushed my skin to its ultimate amazing peak. So then, guys, I started having like a little complication, right? There was a time when there was a time I had to go to the hospital, because after I started going to the clinic and everything, and there was They were so confused about why am I coming here so late. But anyway, after I started going to the clinic and stuff, they were like, well, girl, you're gonna have to start counting like how many kicks you get like per day. You should be getting at least like 10 kicks every hour. So there was a day where I didn't get kicks, guys, and I was so stressed. I was like, what the fuck should I do? Should I go to the hospital? What? So I did go to the hospital. Your son, I got admitted. Oh, it was such a process. The hospital, they made me stay there for like, I don't know, I think it was like 3 days. Oh, it was so rough, guys. It was so rough. Like, I realized I hate hospitals. Actually, I don't like hospitals. So then things started being fine, and yeah, I started feeling my baby and everything, and I was like, okay, great. Then I got discharged, came back home. Yo, I never knew I would miss home so much. Oh, cool. So then I was like supposed to give birth, like I think around the 7th, 8th of May. My baby girl said, I'm coming early. I don't know, around the 21st, somewhere around there. Or the 22nd, 23rd maybe, yeah. Late at night, I had like this huge water burst out of me, and I was like, is it time? Is it time? And I started getting like some pains. I was like, are these contractions? Like, I'm so confused. So I told my mom, and she was like, whoa, okay. And then I told my friend who's like works as a nurse, and I told her everything, and she was like, no, you should go to the hospital, girl, just in case, like, you never know. So I went to the hospital. I told them what's going on, whatever, and they were like, okay, well, you might just be in labor, hey? You might just be in labor. And I was like, what? This is like 2 weeks early. Like, what do you mean I'm in labor? So fast forward, it was a whole thing. Like, I actually had to get induced because Sana, I was taking too long. Fast forward everything, I wasn't giving, like, my labor was too slow. I had to be induced. I got given a medicine mixture, which I was taking every 2 hours. That didn't work. Then I had to get pushed to go to take like this other injection thing, which was gonna speed up my labor. Guys, the process of getting that injection thing, because I went to a public hospital. Sadly, I'm not a medical aid, so I had to go to a public hospital, and the waiting game was crazy. I literally got pushed from a ward where I was sleeping in a bed. Then they told me I had to go to the labor ward, which is where you give birth. Then at the labor ward, they're telling me, girl, you're not in labor right now. And Sana, sorry to tell you, but the list of people that are actually in labor over you are a shit ton. So we need to move you to basically the admin area to go wait by the chairs. Guys, that time I'm in pain. Guys, my bladder was crazy. I couldn't pee. It was painful. My whole pressure, the amount of pressure that I was feeling down there in my private areas was insane. Like, I couldn't do anything. I was scared to eat. I was scared to drink anything. That time, I'm supposed to be drinking water. I'm supposed to be... Guys, I was scared because it was painful to pee. Everything was painful to do. The worry I had, guys, I literally sat on that chair for like, I think that a whole day. So now I'd spent like, I think 2 or 3 days at the hospital when I was at the ward. And then I got moved most. So I spent a whole day at the chairs. After spending a whole day at the chairs, then only late at night, or like later or in the morning or something around there, they told me, okay, now after all these labors that were going on, like after all these people that were put in front of me, because there were people that were already like, the baby was coming out, and guess what, there's not enough beds. And I had to like basically just suck it up. They eventually called me in and they were like, okay. And guys, I wanted to go home. I was actually crying. I was in so much pain that time. Like, I felt like nobody cared. Yo. So then eventually I got called in, and then they started giving me the drip that was gonna make my labor go faster. When I tell you that drip, honey, and also they gave me like a drip for pain, like also like, I don't know if it was morphine or something. They gave me some for pain, which did not work. But anyway, guys, literally that thing started speeding up my contractions, speeding up everything. Like, I felt like everything that I'd been experiencing the past few days just came crashing down into one. Guys, everything was so fast. Like not the labor was fast, but like the contractions started getting like more painful. Like I was like, okay, now I'm really feeling contractions, because they started getting worse and worse and worse. And that time I can't move because they had me strapped down to a fetal heart monitor. So I literally could not move. I could not go to the toilet. Eventually I had to tell them, like, I told them, like, listen, I haven't been able to pee. Everything has been painful down there. They had to stick a catheter in me. The tube thing where your pee hole goes, they stuck a tube there, and I had like a pee bag basically, because I could not pee, guys. It was that bad. My bladder could have exploded during birth if I didn't release the liquids. So that was also painful. It was uncomfortable. Everything was just so uncomfortable. I was in so much pain and agony. But I think maybe like 5-6 hours later was when I really was, yeah, now I'm giving birth. Now I'm in labor. That time, that nurse who was there, such a total B word. But anyway, I told her, like, listen, I'm feeling it now. Like, I know I've been saying I'm feeling it, but like I'm feeling it now. Guys, birth, like they told me, like, we're pushing for you to give birth naturally, because a C-section is crazy, bro. First of all, the waiting list for a C-section is crazy. Second of all, the pain is worse. So they were like, we're pushing for you to do it naturally. So when it came to pushing, it literally felt like I wanted to take a huge dump. Like I wanted to take a huge number 2. Guys, the pushing process was so weird. Like I felt my whole body open up. Like it was so crazy. I was like, is this me? I felt like I was out of my body, because guys, at that point I was so numb from all the pain of it I had been experiencing for days, and now for hours. Like I had been so numb. I was just like, yo, I felt like I wasn't even in my body anymore. I'm dehydrated because I was barely drinking water. I'm hungry. Like, but I wasn't even feeling the hunger. Guys, when the pushing process was happening, it was so weird. I felt like I was trying to push out a huge lob of poop. And that time, it's not stopping. Like the nurse was telling me to push. And it just felt like I'm pushing, but like I'm not pushing enough. Yo, Sana. But then my baby came out. She came out. She was crying. I didn't know the gender until she came out. And they said she's a girl. And then I told them, okay, the name. I'm gonna name her Balentle, because she's my beautiful flower. And yeah, I had a baby. They placed her on my chest, bloody and all, and I just felt like, wow. And let me tell you, after giving birth, everything just went away. Like everything went away. All the pressure, all the pain, it just left my body. Except for the fact that I was like literally bleeding out. But like everything left my body. Like I felt like the past like few months and the past few days and hours like were nothing. Like I felt like everything just went back to normal. Like I was fine. But yeah, I'm a mom and my baby's doing great. I'm not going to be exposing her on this channel, but I will definitely be open about being a mom, and you know, like maybe do some vlogs in the future when I go do some budget-friendly mom shopping, baby shopping, stuff like that. So yeah, I just wanted to say that to the world, because I hadn't been able to say it. Hey, my mom and her friend were like, girl, you cannot post about your baby because people are evil. And it's true, people are evil. Some of y'all are evil out here. But yeah, I just felt like I can't keep it a secret, because maybe I will post, like, but I won't like expose like her face or anything, or I'll post something about being a mom or something. So yeah, guys, that is my confession. And the dad is still present. He is still supportive. Yeah, we have our own issues, but it's not deep way too. And that's just that, guys. I'm a mama. So yeah, I'm sorry. Content is gonna be a bit slow. It's gonna be a bit staggering, but I'm gonna try my best, because I really do I love YouTube. I love posting. So yeah, I'm gonna try my best, guys. please bear with me. Stay tuned, guys, for more videos. See you next time.
You can trust in me. I can. You said I can.